Howdy folks, and welcome to Halo Wars Definitive Edition. Now, this game is kind of a weird one. It's a real-time strategy game based on the Halo universe, which is based on first-person shooters. So yeah, they made something as weird as that. But you know what? In the end, it's great. This game, Halo Wars, was originally released on Xbox 360, and then it was ported to PC with the definitive edition that you are looking at right now. So it's even weirder because it's not every Monday that you see an RTS on a console, I might add. So in my opinion, it's a really weird game, even if it has some rough edges. Sometimes because it was released on console at first. So let's get started. Here's the first cutscene. I see you after this one.
Captain's report, February 4th, 2531. 5 years. 5 long years. That's how long it took us to get Harvest back.
Go, go, go!
At first it was going well, then setback after setback. Loss after loss. Made what was going to be a quick and decisive win into 5 years of hell. Of course, that's all Harvest is today. It's hell down there. But now it's ours again. Serena, status.
Standard orbit achieved. All systems normal.
Prep for pod launches, bring weapon systems online.
Expecting trouble, Captain?
Harvest may be ours again, but I don't think the Covenant appreciate that yet. Sergeant Forge, report.
Definitely plenty of bad guys down here, Captain. And they found something in the ice.
Damn it. That complicates our mission. Anders, what have you got?
Captain, scans of the northern polar regions show some interesting Covenant activity on the surface. There's some kind of structure down there.
What do you think they're looking for?
That's what we're here to find out. We're to bring Alpha Base up to operational status and take control of that site.
I'll get my equipment ready, Captain.
Lady, there's no way you're coming down here on the first burn.
Sergeant Forge, pull back to Alpha Base. I'm sending you some backup.
Roger that. Forge out.
So, nothing too difficult then?
It might be the key to this whole war, Serena. It's worth the risk.
Yeah, it all looks pretty grim, doesn't it? So, the cutscenes were made by Blur Studio, which are using a different render engine than the game, because of course now that you see the graphics you can see it's definitely not the same thing. We had the UNSC, the United Nations Space Command, which is basically all the humans unite under one banner, if I oversimplify a bit. And we are fighting against the Covenant Alliance. The Covenant Alliance is an alliance of species, and their leaders are called hierarchs or prophets. These ones are very holy and devoted. Of course, they use a lot of obfuscation of important events to make people obey to them. So you will see a lot of species inside the Covenant Alliance, and that's a bit normal. Now, our mission right here is to save the Marines and get them out, well, inside the base. It's pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward, and you can see I have 2 units, and these are called Warthogs. These are very emblematic of Halo. When you see a Warthog, you know it's Halo, basically. It's an 4x4 with a machine gun. You can upgrade it, of course. Inside the lore, it's very interesting because it uses an hydrogen engine, and you can basically put water in it, and the vehicle will transform the water into hydrogen. So, and the law specifically say that, and I find that very funny. You can basically take a pee in in the tank of the Warthog, and then it will be transformed as fuel. Isn't that absolutely amazing? And then you can use it, so you can basically use Warthogs into every planet, and that's why it's 4, because the UNSC is present on a lot of planets through colonization and that kind of stuff. So they needed some kind of units that is cheap and that they can deploy absolutely everywhere. Because just a friendly reminder, in case you didn't saw the cutscene or missed it, we are in the year 2531. So technology has advanced quite a lot for the human race, but we are still technologically inferior to the Covenant. We only very recently discovered the Covenants. They immediately turned hostile against us, and they have quite a bit of a technology advantage towards us. You will see that they have vehicles that are hovering on the ground, they're using plasma weapons, etc. Of course, the humans have more advanced vehicles than what they have now in 2023. Of course they do. But they basically decided to switch from high-tech vehicle that we have now towards mass-produced vehicle that they can send into absolutely every planet, that are very potent, but still very cheap to produce, since they have to produce quite a lot of these, to say the least. And that's how the Warthog is born. But you will see that with a lot of other units into this game, you will see that they are mostly expendable, because you just have so many of these. It's the same for the tanks. When you compare the Scorpion tank inside the game to what we have now with the Abrams or the Leclerc tank or whatever, it may feel very inferior. But the thing is, when you can deploy 10 Scorpion tanks against only one of the Abrams that we have today, the Abrams is going to lose, because there are just so many of these Scorpions, and that's basically how it works. You just have so much of these vehicles, and you really need that much of these, because when you are so technologically inferior to the Covenants, then you really have to at least have the war numbers to help you out. Because it doesn't matter if you have a Scorpion tank, an Abrams or a Leclerc right now, it will get destroyed very quickly by these machines of the Covenants. So I think it was the right move from the humans, even though they didn't know the Covenants when they made these vehicles. They made it kind of right, you see. But it's not all that bad. I mean, these vehicles are still using quite some high tech compared to what we have today, of course. So now we just need to finish taking this area, and we will have a base. And I'm going to like that. You will see most of the game is base building. It's very important, and you absolutely need to get it right. I'm not that good inside the game, so I made some mistakes and some error of judgment, but that's the way it is, right? If you wanted a perfect gameplay, it's probably not the right channel. So, now we need to scout the area. I think.
Area clear. Situation
Yeah.
Orders.
Alpha base is
Yeah,
ours again.
scout the area.
Sergeant
Just
Ford,
as I
you may
thought.
want to
It's
scout the
it's
area.
as if I can read the future.
Let's just take one last look-see.
The Hierarchs grow impatient. We can delay no longer. What if the infection defiles the relic? I care not for your little life. Open the relic.
Well, well. Open sesame.
What made you choose my observation deck as your lab, Professor?
I like the view. It adds perspective to my work.
Forge doesn't think it's safe for you to go down there yet. He's quite insistent.
I can be quite insistent too, Captain. I can take care of myself.
Any idea what it is we've got down there?
It's all theories right now, and I'll know a lot more once I get down there.
I'm approving the mission, but the slightest sign of danger and I'm pulling you out. Is that understood?
Understood, Captain.
Hierarch, the humans are closing and will soon be upon us.
No matter. The information you have gathered here is most appetizing. However, we must protect what we have learned here. Set the charges and destroy this place.
Destroy this holy relic. Surely you jest.
The journey requires sacrifice. Set the charges. Return to us. Our patience is not infinite.
It will be done.
Yeah, he was
Serene,
pretty lucky
you
to
need
not
to
get
re-establish
detected,
Alpha Base
because he
before
could
we
have
can proceed with the
been
mission.
killed right here and then.
The base power system is
Now,
offline and
here's the
lockdown
base that we are
protocols
going
in
to
effect.
use. You
If
will
we
see that
the
it
lockdown
follows
will
a
end and
very
the doors will
simple
open.
scheme, but it's very practical in my opinion.
Projection for new
So
base
you
location
basically
ready.
build your base in the middle right here. You choose the type of the base that you want, and then you can build all around it. And you see a nice animation with, yeah, your base being delivered like an Uber Eats or whatever. And
The
it's
base is
ready.
up and running again. We
Yeah.
need supply pads built
Now
so
we
can
can
send
start
in
building
materials.
some buildings. Let's say it that way. So we can start creating some units. Of course, the most important is to get resources. So you build a supply pad. Right now, the game is basically telling me what to do. It's not going to last for too much.
The command
They
center
will
is
give me
online,
a lot
but
of
it can't
liberty
house marines.
afterwards
We'll
to
need
do
a barracks
whatever
to
I
call in the
want.
troops.
The supply pad is basically bringing you supplies, as the name suggests. Of course, you can upgrade it to bring you more
We need to
supplies.
establish a larger
The barracks is
military presence
producing
on the
marines. It can produce some more units, but right now it's just the marines. And they told me to produce just 5 of these. The station that is selected right now, the central building of the base, can produce the warthogs. It's not available right now because the game really wants me to produce some marines. We just need the 5 units. So we got 4 and then we
Constructing
got
buildings
5.
and upgrading them where you can.
Yeah, and
The
basically
lockdown
now
is
they
lifted
just
and the
tell
back
me,
gate is
yeah, do
open.
whatever you like.
I've highlighted the area where
Yeah,
Sergeant
I
Ford
can
found the structure.
upgrade the base. That's going to be very useful. And I can send my units to get more resources. These are resource crates. So my units can basically use them to produce more resources.
Complete. Fortress upgrade complete.
Yeah, and now we can start pushing towards the enemy. I'm just scouting around in case they left something interesting. You can build turrets, as you just saw, to protect your base, of course. And now, let's do it. Yeah, you can see the price of the things. I definitely don't have the money.
Chatter around your position. Looks like
Yeah,
they
there's still quite a bit of covenants, right? Because of course they are going to defend their holy sites. Or I think, yeah, they consider it a holy site.
Turret complete.
And yeah, you saw in the cutscene what's weird, because it's an holy site and they want to destroy it. It's basically because the prophets don't want their species to understand the real truth. They want them to believe in their religion, even if they know it's what they are doing is not right. The prophets are basically using obfuscation to make all the species of the Alliance obey them.
Base under attack.
And the Alliance is in the Halo universe based on what they call Holy Journey, the Great Journey. It's basically the death of them all, everyone dying. People don't know that they're going to die, but that's what the Great Journey is. Oh man. So we made quite some short work of these guys. You can see that the Marines are not very powerful. Yeah, we need to defend the base. It's not that hard. I got turrets for that. Yep. Yeah, I'm just not sure on what to do.
Well, looky here.
Yeah, there we go.
The Covenant built themselves a little base.
Yeah, we already see the Covenant base.
Our primary
But we
mission
just
here is
need
to reach
to
that
build a
structure.
Warthog first.
Destroying that
There we
base
go.
is a secondary objective.
So we need to kill these units, and you will have a very clear view of their new base. Yeah, you can see it. And now you don't see it anymore. Yeah, the power of editing. Yeah, just shooting at a base is not that interesting. It's just, yeah, shooting at a base, basically. So, we are going to get the base for ourselves, because requisition? I really like this part. The only thing is that it's pretty expensive to build a new base. It's 500 resources. So I'm going to wait a bit. We got some fighting to do. Right now we got some units, so we can definitely push forward. So let's build some more troops. Yeah, you can see me roaming around the menus. Yeah, basically it's normal, I think, because I'm just rediscovering the game since I haven't played it for quite a long time. So I need to relearn the cost of things, etc. But I get used to it. We see that during the playthrough. So let's just destroy this unit. You can see the shield right here. Of course, technology is so advanced that they made a shield that can only protect against vehicles. And it's not as if you cannot go around it, but yeah, gameplay. And just after the shield, there's a huge cable and the power source. Yeah, they couldn't have made it any better. Oh man, that's so silly as a design. It's so silly. I mean, it's 500 years from now and they still use big cables and power sources that cannot be far from the shield because of reasons. Oh, seriously. So yeah, I'm starting to build buildings in the new base, and we can finally push forward. The enemy got reinforcements, so we are going to have kind of a tough time. Yeah, some more Warthogs are going to help. Let's get some Marines as well. And let's keep shooting. Let's keep shooting and kill some of these. And yeah, the base is under attack, so we need to put our troops back. Yep, just like that. And we're going to have some reinforcements in this base as well. Yeah, Mr. Warthog, you're going to help. Whether you like it or not. Well, it looks like... yeah, it's as if you like it. Just destroy the jackals right here. And yeah, it will be pretty straightforward to kill the units inside the base. Well, around the base. Now, heavy supply pad is very important. Resources are so important in this game. Without any resources, you cannot do anything. And the thing is that the price of units increases the more powerful they are. So you absolutely need a lot of resources. It's really this game is all about that. You need to get a lot of resources so you can upgrade your units and send a lot of these. But even when you have a lot of supply pads, it's still pretty hard to produce certain units because it takes just so much time to build enough resources. So that's why they're very rare. That's how they somewhat balance the game. Even if it's pretty easy in the end. I think I'm playing in normal difficulty, and certain missions were a bit challenging, but overall it was a pretty simple experience. It was a pretty easy experience. The game is pretty simple. It's all about rock, paper, scissors. The units just counter themselves. When I got the game with my Xbox 360 a while ago, there was like something that you don't get anymore, some sort of user manual that is finished with the game, provided with the game, and that just explains and teases you a bit about this one. And I read it, and it was all about, yeah, rock, paper, scissors. It's just like if you follow the channel, World of Warships was based on rock, paper, scissors gameplay at first. Even if right now it's nothing like that anymore.
Get to the detonator.
But the base is all about that. So you can you have like the infantry counters the planes, the vehicles counter the infantry, etc., etc., that kind of stuff. And the plane counters the vehicle. Even if you have some exceptions, it's basically how it is. So let's destroy the detonator. Of course, that's a big ass detonator right in the middle of the entrance, because of course they did that. I don't know, if only there was a thing called a remote controller or something like that. If only the Covenants were very technology advanced. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it's pretty silly, I must add. Really pretty silly. But well, gameplay, right? It's easier to destroy a building like that than to destroy a goddamn remote controller. Yeah, so that's the end of the second mission. So I really hope you liked this set of 2 missions, because that's it for me today. Follow the channel if you want to see more of the playthrough. I don't know when I'm going to release the next videos, but soon. So, in the meantime, have a good one. I'll see you all next time.